Hello guys, hope you're doing well. This is TJ and you're listening to Beyond the Ring podcast. This is my review of AEW Double or Nothing. Finally, I'm getting into this. I was so excited to review this pay-per-view because I actually watched this late last night and I enjoyed this top to bottom and was very good. I thought about doing it right away, but it was so late, so I didn't do upon. So I actually updated on Twitter as well that I may be kind of being a delay in the review. So apologize for that. I had some stuff that work that I had yesterday. So apologize for that. So before we get into this review, be sure to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I do reviews, predictions, and I do also take my thoughts and reviews on documentary Dark Side of the Ring, A&E biography, and actually I also started a new series on Mid Atlantic Championship Wrestling. You can check out all the contents in my. I have created all the playlist, and you can check out all the contents there. So be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more content like this. So without any further ado, let's get into this review, guys. So first we get into the buy-in show. Tony Schiavone and Excalibur is on commentary, and the match first was Serena Deeb versus Riho for the NWA Women's Championship, and this was a great match. Serena Deeb controlled her leg, and Riho's selling of leg was so great, and as well as one point I actually was forgot that this place was so electric, man, from the start to the end. It's so great to see the fans back. I hope so AEW is following all the COVID protocols that's needed, and the match starts off with side headlock, with some strong headlock, and it's just wrenching on her neck, and some shoulder tackle by Serena. Early pin attempts Serena with a kick to the gut, and Serena had that yoga trained. She's a trained yoga specialist, so she had that different holds, and they were calling it her as a thousand holes, girl of a thousand holes. So that was good, and she really take Riho to the extreme actually, and Riho as well took Serena Deeb to the extreme because her selling was so great. The psychology of the match was very great. The character they both played. Serena Deeb was a heel here, so she played a very good character, as well as Riho as well. Serena with a lot of submission attempt we see to take out Riho. She knows how to have many innovative submission attempt on her opponent, and she displayed many of the innovative submission kind of opponent with the inverted gory special as well. She's trained in yoga. That's the point. That's the edge that she had got in this match, and there was a also with a double storm into the gut from the top rope to Serena, and then she immediately showed the effects of the knee because of the surfboard stomp on the leg that Deeb had done. So, and great psychology, man. Whenever Riho didn't forget what her negative point was. She really did play the great psychology and great character work, and a strong baby face Riho with a flurry of elbow strikes and a kind of a fighting spirit, and a 619 in the face on Tiger that said as Tiger faint knee. They says Riho tries to underhook the arm, but Serena escapes into flying octopus hole and the transition into a guillotine choke, but reverses into Northern Lights suplex by Riho onto the neck, straight onto the neck. Fans chat, this is awesome, and this indeed was awesome. And Riho tries to kick deep from the while she was hung off on the top rope, but she lands right onto the apron, which hard, and she hurt her knee again, and the selling was great here, and that force strength damage her leg again. Also sold very good by Riho. Serena deep into a finisher neck breaker cover. No, Riho tries to kick deep when she runs into the corner, but Serena with the double dragon screw. We haven't seen that kind of move, double dragon screw onto the corner of the turnbuckle, and that was great as well. The story that most of the story was played out is around the leg that was hurt early by Riho, and Rio tried to have advantage by flurry of strikes or babyface like grit and determination that she had. That was nice, and into a detox, then a power bomb sort of. But Rio kicked out, and Serena tries another, but Rio reverses running knee strike with a full Nelson suplex. I thought this was over. But it was not. Rio with a double storm right onto the shoulder blade from the top rope, and that was great as well. And Rio then a double knee again. but Deep reverses into a single leg crab. She touches the bottom rope finally, but Deep again with the dragon screw try to hit Detox, but Serena Deep escapes into leg rollover cover, but no. Riho tries to hit that crucifix, but Deep turns into a Serenity lock and driving her knee multiple. She teased Serena Deep actually teased many moments here, like locking the Serenity lock in the early going as well. But she tried very well, but Riho was not able to, as Serenity lock drive her knee multiple times on the mat, and Riho then finally tapped out because it was so much of damage for her that left leg. That so the story was good, the psychology was good, the selling was good, and it was a great all-over match, all-round match. I would say Serena Deeb retains the NWA Women's Championship. So a very good fun match, great psychology by Riho. Her selling, especially there were some great near falls as well, where I thought Riho would have won, but Serena with a lots of submission holds, that was good as well. A very good opening match for Bine. We didn't we don't see bind matches that great, because last two times that was a tag team match that they had private party or something. It was a kind of okay match that but they opened this time with a very good match that could have been a main show match as well. So because it was for the championship, that actually but championship that created importance to this, but it really didn't have a story, but the match itself told a story, good, very good story. There was no build up for going it, but told a good story. As expected, match told the story, good match. I think it would be Serena Deeb versus Thunder Rosa. Just thought on the NW's pay per view, which is coming on June 6th, this week, Sunday. When our shadows fall, I think that's gonna be. So we go to the main show then, and Excalibur and JR is on the commentary in the main show, and we also get joined by Tony Schiavone as well in the meanwhile. And the match first we got was a bang of match. I actually my most favorite match, one of the most favorite match that I've been waiting for, Brian Cage versus Hangman Adam Page, and this was such a great match, man, beautiful match. And they opened the show with Brian with a great match, and this match as well was very good. And post prior to this match, we also actually saw Might had his kind of a confidence promo that he would win that Casino Battle Royal, kind of a brief promo. And getting to the match then, Brian Cage versus Hangman Adam Page. This was such a great match, beautiful match, as I expected. This opened the show so very good, and this was a back and forth match with some with ample amount of selling and huge spots as well, such as Hurricane Rana from the top rope, moonsault from the top rope by Page, both of them trying to each other's finisher, but Page hits F5, lots of excitement filled drama and super near falls that we saw. In the finish of this, we saw Ricky Starks and one more man, I don't remember his name. Corner slides into the FTW. Ricky Starks slides in the FTW title. He observes it, and Brian throws it off. And Hook was on the apron, that made a distraction. I don't know what the hell was Hook doing, and he was turned back around by Brian Cage was turned back around, and this made the perfect setup for the perfect buckshot lariat, and gets him. I'm happy with the result as well, with the match as well. All in all, a great opener. And Brian Cage and Hangman and Page, these are two top guys after Kenny Omega, and if these two should have been in the main event in the triple threat match, that would have been great, man. Great, that would have been great. The promos, the build up as well. So if Hangman and Page was Omega as well, that would have been great. They are really saving it that. But these are the two top guys in the AEW that's gonna be the huge stars, and they already are stars, but they are going to be sooner rather than later be the AEW World Champion. I think in All Out or something. And I enjoyed this match. I want Hangman Page now move on to the AEW World Title picture. Don't know, we'll see, because Casino Battle Royal winner would be also here. So post match, we saw Cage trying to attack, kind of a argument going with of Starks, but Stark actually shows his neck, that his neck is damaged, so you can't attack me. So kind of I thought that the kind of dissension kind of angle Brian Cage would be going with on alone kind of attack by Ricky Starks and Hook. In the post episode, we cannot get shocked after that, because Taz as well in the commentary, you son of a b was saying, he was saying that. And versus the Young Bucks for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. This match was good, I would say. Not a very good, I would say, but the character work was very good in this. The match itself was good. Moxley and Kingston starts off attacking Young Bucks while they were posing that. Posing, and this was a 20 plus minute match. And going into this match, my prediction was Young Bucks, because for the reason that booking for Elite is going strong week by week, and their character displays are awesome. That's true, and they are doing whatever they can to hate them, and they are doing it to perfection, and they are high ranked and publicly famous tech team as well for several years. Even though I hate them, I do actually expected that they expect like I do actually felt like John Moxley and Eddie Kingston has something going for it. That reaction and all, that new kind of a blood tag team, and they are forming it a ruck tag team. And I actually felt also that going to this man on the promo and all, I felt that maybe Eddie Kingston and Johnny Moxley would be winning, but in the booking standpoint, Young Bucks winning was the right point. As in the finish, Young Bucks hits multiple BTE trigger and got the pin. And there was a point as well where the Young Bucks had uh, multiple shots with the shoe as well, Air Jordan shoe, but they kicked out, and there was a blood as well by John Moxley, blood coming out of John Moxley. And it was a very character driven match, more than a wrestling match. Lots of shenanigans, but the character that played well, for that shenanigans played well. And Young Bucks is in the top of the heel character that they are doing, and very cocky heel. And they are kind of a heel there who actually enacts many past superstars like Hulk Hogan, and we saw Randy Savage that top signal as well that he do when he goes to the top rope, and that was good as well. So little things there, here and there, and that was adding to this match. And the character work was very good, the psychology was good, the wrestling was good as well, I would say pretty good as well. Pretty good as well. But they actually Young Bucks actually pinned the former world champion John Moxley. Actually, that's not a small deal. That's a very big deal. So that's how they are positioned right now. They are being booked as a top heel, top best heel. And what's next? I think Austin Blondes. I actually love the match that they had. They had their opportunity first time. I think Austin Blondes would be a very strong, good baby face, sympathetical baby face that they are going with, because of the documentary of that they of his father came out, and the fact that they had sent two strong baby faces, John Moxley and Eddie Kingston, and SCU as well. They were baby faces. I think they may be going for fact they have defeated two strong baby faces. I think next would be Wasty Blondes, or maybe you can see a kind of a small heel as well. They claimed as well that they are also good as well. Maybe Private Party as well. You can say that as well. But Wasty Blondes would be a very good pick. I think so. It was a 1 week thing, but they did reignite that. If they do reignite it, it would be a very great. That's what I see, what I want to see. Vasti Blondes is the Young Bucks. It would be great. As for the match, this was a good match. All four worked well. Psychology was great. This puts a Young Bucks into that heel character on another level. They picked up the victory. Gallows and Anderson tried to interfere, but they were being managed by Frankie Kazarian. So overall, a very good and determined players versus evil and cocky stranger. Strong heel kind of a match that we saw. And the third match, a good match, I would say. Character work didn't ruin this match. That's, I would say, yeah. That's a strong point of this match. A good match, back to back, good match. Match third, Casino Battle Royal we had, and Paul White is in the special commentary for this Battle Royal. And first entrant we drew the club group, and the entrant was Christian Cage. I felt he could win the whole thing. Second, we saw Matt Seidel. Third was Powerhouse Hobbs. Fourth was Dustin Rhodes. Fifth was Max Caster of Acclaimed. He raps are so spot on, man. He raps on the historical promotions that they had worked in, and he really mocked Christian for you cannot wrestle if Edge is not there. That had the fan reaction that erupted. and we then they began for and Seidel doing they began Cage and Caster and Castor and Seidel actually doing his own thing, while Cage, Hobbs, and uh, Hobbs are doing his own thing. Castor got the first elimination by eliminating Matt Seidel. Very early elimination. I didn't thought Matt Seidel would be going this fast, but he was eliminated. Cage eliminates Castor then, and next suit is Diamond, and the sixth one was Matt Hardy and Isaac. But Matt Hardy and Isaac Cassidy were making a plan to take out the next opponent who's coming to the Ram. But 10 was coming, and 10 didn't fall into that. 10 attacks him, and they were on the Ram, falling on the Ram. And seventh was, as we saw, 10th of the Dark Order, 10 of Dark Order. Eighth was Nick Comoroto. Nick Comoroto was a very great heel. He looks like a kind of a Death Williams, Dr. Steve Death Williams. Ninth we saw Serpentico, and 10 eliminates Serpentico. Very early elimination. Rhodes eliminates both Comoroto and 10, and then he got attacked by Comoroto with a cow ball because uh, he was eliminated by Rhodes as well, and Dustin Rhodes get eliminated by Powerhouse Hobbs. So I would say normal kind of a rumble kind of match, normal Casino Royale match, because Casino Royale match had not that big, because kind of a lower mid card tag team guys that we had, that had no build up or something. New guys are now. We also see Lee Johnson actually replacing QT Marshall. I don't know why. And they actually said that Matt Hardy comes now, and Cassidy drops. Isaiah Cassidy drops Cage, and Cage is rolled to outside. I felt that Acclaim versus Basti Bones would be a very good tag match in that brief moment of exchange they had. And next we saw at Spade's deck we had Jungle Boy, and I was surprised to see the response to him. I didn't expect that kind of an eruption, man. Such was the reaction to him, and chanting to his music. His music is very good, man. It's very good to listen. I didn't notice that his music was so good. And KJ eliminates Hobbs. I still remembers his music. That was good. That was good. And Mark Quinn and Isaac Cassidy are attacking Cage, while Hardy's attacking Jungle Boy. And Leo Rush is the Joker actually, and not a big kind of that I expected. When it was 10 seconds or something, I was kind of very intrigued to see who will be. But it was Leo Rush. Leo Rush, not kind of a very surprising. I thought it would have been Daniel Bryan would be way very good, but Daniel Bryan, I think so. He's not going from WWE. He's gonna sign with he's gonna sign with WWE. I think they are they are just folding him right away. So Leo Rush is the Joker entrant, and it's very good. We have seen the MLW and GPW strong, and he was very good. He's very good, but I expected Daniel Bryan. Matt Hardy eliminates Leo Rush, and I didn't expect that. I felt like Leo Rush would not be winning, but he would be winning, because past we have seen that Joker card winning as well. Brian Cage won, so that was there. But Matt Hardy eliminates Leo Rush. When I saw the last three guys, Cage, Hardy, and Jungle Boy was there, so it was very confusing. Would be because the Matt Hardy and Christian Cage was my prediction, two predictions. I didn't predict Jungle Boy, but Jungle Boy had that reaction. I thought about the Jungle Boy would be getting the victory because of the kind of the reaction that he had. I think they had changed the reaction, changed the plan. Actually, I think so, because lots of guys were saying that, lots of websites and all, Christian Cage is winning, but didn't got into it, because I wanted all of them have the opportunity, but it doesn't work like that. And Cage gets with Hardy, but Cage eliminates Matt Hardy. Gets kind of working with Matt Hardy, but Cage eliminates Matt Hardy. And fans were chanting Jungle Boy's music, and Christian Cage and Jungle Boy was the two last competitor. And I was thinking that Jungle Boy would be winning, but Christian Cage also had that kind of odds that there. But Christian Cage was being booed there. He was a babyface. not a very sympathetic or a strong baby face, but he was a baby face. But they were booing Christian Cage, like hell lot of booing was there. Fans were chanting Jungle Boy's music. Cage was getting booed. Strange, man. And in the finish we saw Cage and Jungle Boys in the apron, and Cage pushes Jungle Boy into the post, but he turns into from that post, kind of 619, turns around into the other side, and that's perfect, man. If you lost that grip, you'd be fall down. That's it. And then a back body drop by Jungle Boy eliminates Cage. I didn't expect the result. I didn't expect kind of the result that Jungle Boy would be winning, but this was great. The fans loved it, and the very great baby face has won this Casino Battle Royal. Is getting the opportunity in a very young age. He's kind of a 22 or 23 years or something, same as like my age. So a very good decision by very good baby face, very good decision by AEW, I would say. Post match we saw. Uh, Luchasaurus and Luchasaurus comes and they celebrate. Cage told the story with that. Told that little great story with that hug and respect, and nice ending, one of the better Casino Battle Royal, and ending as well, and satisfaction as well onto the result as well that we have seen. So then we this was the Casino Battle Royal. I enjoyed this before. We had seen two Casino Battle Royal before. It was way better than that, I would say, than those Casino Battle Royal. The winners was good. The reaction was good. The fans actually came back from a long time. That also played very well because kind of reaction that they had. The fans made matches so much better, man. So that's a kind of American pro wrestling that it is. And the AEW, then next was AEW respect and appreciation for the veteran of the service, and servicemen who served of the lives of people. We got a video package as well to respecting the military veterans, and this is a perfect way because to get into the Cody and Anthony Ogogo match, because they are doing that country versus country storyline, US versus UK storyline that they had, and it kind of okay worked. I mean, say it didn't work like a kind of a very strongly, but build was not that good, but it did kind of felt me like it was noticed for me because the Cody is in the match, because Cody is a brand. That's the thing. Anthony Ogogo, we also say that in the match that he only had two matches or something. He actually trained 18 months or something, and this had the story, if you think, because Anthony Ogogo was trained in the Nightmare Factory, and he turned on his mentor Cody and Dustin Rhodes' team, the Nightmare family actually, and if you think that's a great story, but they didn't play out that well. They turned it around into the US and UK storyline that they had. If they would have been kind of made that family versus kind of family betraying or something, that angle would have been played out in the thing. That would be good because QT actually was turned around. QT had turned around, and QT had the match with Cody last pay-per-view, and then they actually moved upon Anthony Ogogo attacks with his punch. That was the beginning of this rivalry. So Cody's introduction, as he was playing the American Dream character, was they also introduced him as a son of plumber and common man. That was good to see his American father came back with a lot of legal battles that was going on with WWE. He got it, and match starts off then, and Ogogo tries his right hand, but Cody picks and control his arm early, and Ogogo finally got the punch out to an Olympic slam to follow. Anthony Ogogo, if you know, he was injured. His rib was injured. He was very limited in this match, I think so. But he really did the selling well, and his moves are very limited. But he displayed that character, that appearance, and all very well. Just a two match, but he was so great, man. I can't thank him because I can't appreciate him because I can't. Uh, uh, Say without giving him the appreciation, because such he was very good in this match. I didn't expect that much was a very good match, but a kind of a okay match I expected. But this was very good. Psychology was already great in the match in the early, from the Hangman and the selling of Cody after that punch that got from Anthony Ogogo in the early going. That was good. Cody with the double arm, Britt's first submission as well. Ogogo with a great subhuman suplex. The match story was is Cody's an experienced and experienced wrestler, whereas whereas Anthony Ogogo is a newbie and he's kind of new. He's just kind of taking him down. The mentor he was trained around, and that's the story. And if you think about, like, you can explain it more, but I'm not explaining. But this is very good, great story, I would say. Ogogo with a kick to the rib and stomach area. Ogogo with a huge clothesline to Cody. We saw QT getting a punch to Cody as well, and that result in Arn Anderson getting him the back with a chain or something. And the finish we saw, Ogogo tries a single hand slam, but Cody hits with the elbow to the back. Cody the double underhook slam into a vertebraker. His inexperience of not escaping from that was shown there. If you closely watch that, if you closely think about that, and that was shown there, which resulted in Cody getting the win. So he didn't win with the crossroads. He attempted the crossroad, but he didn't got it. He finished him off with a vertebraker onto the back, and thought this was a very good match, even though it was build up was not there much to this match. But the story they told in this match was great. Ogogo didn't had much moves in this display, but I actually know that he was injured his rib cage, and rib injured is very vital part of your body, because a lot of your power moves come from that, because that pressure goes onto the rib. But less is more, as they say. He definitely plays his part well. It was a short match as well, because Ogogo suffering from that injury. Experienced guy as a newbie kind of guy can be stated as a one word statement for the storyline, who had power advantage as well. Next is the match, and I enjoyed this match. So back to back good matches, good to very good matches. And next we saw during the weigh-in of Shida and Britt Baker, the segment, Jake Roberts got attacked by Miro, because next match was the match I also was waiting for. This the initial lots of matches, all the matches that I expected was coming. First was Hangman Adam Page, and then we got to Anthony Ogogo and that Casino Battle Royal, and then we got to the, so my matches were coming right off the bat. So it was so good to see. And Miro versus Lance Archer then for the D.M.D championship. I didn't felt like Miro was going to lose. We saw Lance Archer just roaring into Justin Roberts' ears. I was afraid he was afraid the hell out. Oh my God! Lance flies off the top rope. Then in the beginning to Miro on the ramp. I want to say this, man. Lance is a big guy. He did that. For a great moment, for a big roar, big cheer. Lance walks over the top rope as well. I think Lance is not required to do that, because he's a very big guy. Because all the other guys are there, lucha guys are there who does this. So he wants to, he should use his power advantage, his power moves, his angerness, and all that things he should do that. And actually this point was actually said by Kevin Nash as well, the big guy doing this kind of stuff. I don't like that, because they are not kind of used to do that stuff. They are used to do the big stuff, big spots, a big not a spot, big clothesline, big slams, power slams, superplex, throwing them off, even jumping you can say, but walking over the top rope. I didn't like that. And I think, but he walked. His agility was good. He's shown there. It was good, and that was a thought there. But it was good. I mean, I would say he really did great into that. The walking stuff. That was great. Then we saw Archer with the spine buster to the table outside, and commentator didn't call that moment very shockingly, because he was driven to the rope. Champion was driven into the table actually, but they didn't sell that commentary, sold that commentary well. Don't know why. That was a big moment. That was kind of a big moment in this match. Miro catches Archer having a belly to belly suplex. Finally, Miro gets his opening of the barricade onto inside the ringside as well. Northern Light suplex was given, and back being targeted by Miro of Archer, kick to the chest, and multiple times Archer tries moonsault. He did do many flying stuff here. I'm not into that kind of Archer doing it. Lance Archer, I like this guy, but he doing it is not what I like. But he does it well, but misses it. Miro with a kick to the head and a fall away slam, and then we got Miro prepares for that thrust kick, but Jake Roberts comes with the snake, and Jake tries to unhook hook that sack of snake. Miro catches and juggles that kick, actually thrust kick to Archer. Actually, he was coming out after that, and he's out outside. Archer is out outside. He takes that snake cover from his snake sack from his Jake's hand and juggles and throws to the top rope. And that was so disgusting, man. So lame to see that, because it's an animal, man. You gotta feel that. I think so. It would have been not there. The animal would have been not there. That's the angle they played out. I do know that. So still that illusion that I'm saying. Miro tries to hit a thrust kick on Jake Roberts, but Archer comes and hit a huge choke slam cover, but no. Thrust kick to Archer, then again Miro with a Cobra clutch, but Archer actually tries to escape, but he eventually passed out. So this had some good moments. Evenly match was there. This was good match. I don't didn't cross at my very good expectation or something. It was a good match. Very first title defense of Miro, and that was great to see Lance Archer's opponent. I don't know when the hell this guy would be winning this championship, because he lost the Indy Championship last year in Double or Nothing, this year as well. So they're just having champions getting over uh, yeah, by Lance Archer. So pretty good match. Good first defense for Miro TNT Championship. So kind of a pretty good match going into this. Winner TNT Championship retains. Miro retains the championship. I don't know when Archer going to get that title. I do expect that he's gonna get sooner rather than later, because he should get that. He should get that. And we get a confirmation for next pay per view on September 5th. It is All Out in Chicago, and then we go to the next match, sixth match, which was for the AEW Women's World Championship. Hikaru Shida versus Dr. Britt Baker, D.M.D. And the story into this match was that Britt Baker, who had won the elimination, and she's the number one ranked wrestler. Not much of a story here, but Hikaru Shida, she had 1 year anniversary last Friday Night Dynamite, and she had got a new championship as well. And that women's title looked good, man. It definitely looks good. A lot more clearer and lot more kind of precise that we see. A lot more clearer details and all that, texture and all was good. Both of them in the start of the match, we saw both of them try their finishes early. Baker with a lockjaw attempt, submission attempt, whereas Shida with a Kamashi, that running knee attempt. Some back and forth wrestling there. So this was a very good wrestling match. Lots of selling. There was a point that I thought that Hikaru Shida would be retaining, because I thought that after that appreciation they did in the Friday Night Dynamite, I thought about that maybe Hikaru Shida would be retaining, but I do wanted to see a change as well. I'm not a very Britt Baker kind of a favorite guy, but I do like her work. She's good. She wrestles well, and her character work, her heel character is very pretty well. This is a good match for me. It didn't feel me in the beginning, but then it turned into high drama, excitement, lots of submission attempt and near falls. Shida with a fighting spirit and a fiery kind of strikes and all that. That really hit me my feelings, and it was very good. She really did. Shida really did try to retain her championship. There was lots of lockjaw attempt, submission attempt there, but she was getting out of it. They also had Reba interfering as well, distracting the ref, stomp on the title, which I think actually felt like Shida would be out of them. That would have been angle that would have been kind of a rematch, but she didn't kicked out, and she hit the running knee again, cover, but Britt kick out, and finally locked in that long choke. As she was going to pin, just in a span of seconds, she turns it around into lockjaw submission attempt, and she became the AEW World Championship. She tapped out pretty quickly, and Britt Baker is a new AEW World Championship. So this was that. So this was a pretty good match, I would say. A very good match. People loved it. For me, it was a very good match. Hikaru Shida's working was good, and but the story was not. The build up was not good. But if the build was great, that would have been great. I mean, that's what I felt. It was a very good match, I would say. Both worked very well in the match. Hikaru Shida with that babyface character very well, and Britt Baker, she's beginning her new chapter. age and really did sold well. He really did turned it well. I really hope he's very okay, because it's pretty difficult, man, to suplex and all such big guys in this kind of age. It's and it shows that he's still training every day. That's why he's in the shape. And in the early going, we saw that he was wrestling in the shirt, but after that suplex, he actually throws off his shirt and. Man, he pretty looks good, man. He definitely didn't look like he was in the 30s or 40s, but did look good, man. He don't look like kind of a 60 guy that we see. He's definitely looking good. And Sting then had a crossbody from that Domino's set up, that double or nothing domino, and that was great. And they did it. I was worried, man. They did it perfectly. I thought Sting would be out of shape. That's why he didn't take the shirt off, and that was great. Sting jumps off with a crossbody, and refs Page and Sky uh, were there. Actually, the high risk offense was done from Sting, but he looked good. Sting actually then I was actually worried about Sting because he actually had that multiple Stinger splash that he had, and he executed perfectly. And we had a point in this match where Darby Allin actually was controlled by Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky, but Darby Allin finally attacks after that. His baby face kind of that time was very good to see, and that kind of strategy that Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page were doing, the kind of not getting the tag to Sting that played well into the story of this match. And then we saw finally getting Darby the tag, but actually. Aubrey Edwards did see that tag, but she says that I didn't see that. So Sting was going to the back and onto the apron again, and they were controlling. And finally, Darby with that up and over stunner, and finally attack to Sting, and Sting with a flurry of strikes and Stinger splash. And then we got where Sting actually a spot where Ethan Page grabs Darby's hands from the top rope, and he just whips him into the kind of a powerbomb kind of maneuver onto Sting, and that was brutal, man, just falling on him. And but Sting shoots the leg, then Scorpion Deathlock right away, but he was not legal. Sky also had that heel hook, and Sting had that Scorpion Deathlock on Ethan Page. I think so. Darby had that Sky had that heel hook on Darby Allin, and they both were slapping. Darby and Ethan Page were slapping, and that was a great moment to see that fiery moments that they had. And Ethan and Darby go face to face and trade slaps. I got from both, and tag was made to Sky then, and tag to Sting as well. They slow down and go face to face. Right hands from both, kick from Sky, another kick to the back of the leg. He was really kicking Sting's leg, and he no sells it. And Sting fakes a punch, then beats on his chest and whips Sky into the corner, runs with a splash, but Sky moves and Sting eats a buckle, and Sky flies over the top for a cutter, but Sting for a cutter kind of maneuver, but Sting from that top rope. And I actually was worried about his neck, man. He had that surgery, he had the neck injury that he really kind of had an awkward angle was going, but he really controlled that. And Sting hits a Scorpion Death Drop, pin for 1, 2, 3, and Sting got the victory, man. Sting got the victory, and Sting got the victory, defeating Sky and his long-term fan. So he defeated him. So winners are Darby Allin and Sting. First of all, this was a very good match, man. This was a very great match. The I didn't expect the performance that Sting had, and I actually was so. This was a fun match. This was a feeling that we had got, because this was a guy who had wrestled in 80s and 90s, and he's wrestling like just like he's got it. And fans were chanting, "You still got it, you still got it." And he still got it, but he needs to be calmed down. I think so. His age is not the age is still a number, as we say, but he needs to care about that as well. He needs to, if he loves that, he could do that tag team match kind of thing, kind of with a, but singles match, I don't know he's ready for that. So this is a kind of a first step for him, but really he can do the same. I'm not pulling him back over. He can if he thinks that he can do it safely, as he does. So this is a great match. It's a great match, better than his. This match was so good than his whole WWE run that he had got. Fans will say, and the match with Seth Rollins as well. So this was a good, very great match. Nice feeling, nice moment there. Sting and Darby Allin getting the victory. So next we got to the two main event matches. to main matches, and the eighth match, which was AEW for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship match, Kenny Omega versus Orange Cassidy versus Pac. And going to this match, I had said my views in my predictions as well. I was so not excited for this triple threat kind of thing. It's the first time that AEW is doing. I hope that they would be doing good. They would be doing well because it's the first time that they are doing. And they all three are very great wrestler. Orange Cassidy as a baby face kind of that he had, and the character is very unique. And Park has that kind of a raged or fiery kind of superstar. And Kenny Omega is kind of overconfident, and he's in the top of the game right now. He's than he have ever been. And so kind of the hype up was good. The match we had, the promo as well, promo package as well that we had. And we finally the package was good, the video package was good. Darby Allin's and that the segment that we had, sorry, Darby Allin, not Darby Allin, that Orange Cassidy and segment that he tore down the page, the contract page that we had seen in Friday Night Dynamite, that was good. So video package was great. And then we finally got into the match where we see Park making his entrance first, and then we saw Kenny Omega where he carried out all the belts that he had: Triple A Championship, Impact Championship, that TNA Championship as well, all the AEW Championship, all the belts that he has is wearing. And that was pretty cool to look when you have that gold around your body covering. So that was good. And then the match actually started off with Park and Omega, and Orange Cassidy was just standing, and Omega actually straight away goes to the ropes. And then we saw Park and Omega getting exchanged, and they had their moments. Orange Cassidy was outside. He was kind of he wasn't seen there. He wasn't seen the camera, but he was kind of wrestling there as I expect actually. So this was a great match, high action match, I would say. Both three of them worked very well in this match, and the most reaction that fan base reaction got was Orange Cassidy, and he was so over in this, and fans were very he was a kind of stealing the opportunities every now and then. Like sometimes Park does something, and he hits the orange punch and all. So that's kind of was that. And we saw huge double crossbody in the middle of the ring by Park actually, and Orange actually then rolls back into the ring like nothing. Glasses still on. He looks at the two laid out on the floor, pin to Park for one. No, pin to Omega then, but no. Here goes to the ref. This close. Park and Omega stand up slow. Orange actually gets back in the middle of Omega. Orange with the hands up, fake out, and Rev enters a tilt-a-whirl tornado DDT cover for 1-2, no. And this was a back and forth. It's just like you say, like you see in triple threat match. This was a fast-paced match. Park with his athleticism and his strong strikes and his quickness that was being displayed, while Orange Cassidy was cunning and very smart to use every opportunity that he wanted to. And while you say Omega had that as well, he had lots of confidence going onto it, because he had his brothers as well interfering in the match when to hit the Park and all, and that was good as well. And I would say Kenny Omega had that speed, and when both speed and that confidence advantage that had going for it. And we saw lots of near falls here. And there was a point when Pac actually tries to actually hit. I thought he one time hits the Black Arrow actually, but that didn't get the pin. And because Orange Cassidy actually just throws him away, and he just steals to kind of take the victory, but he kicked out. And this was a great match. And there was a point where I felt like Orange Cassidy would be winning. There was a point I also thought Park also will be winning, but Park didn't got that much near fall as we expect. There were near falls, but not much. Orange Cassidy was the star here, and Orange Cassidy was so good in this match. And we had seen many high spots, like that pocket spot. We had the 450 splash onto both, the jackknife as well, that the stun dog millionaire, and orange wheel bar that we see, a V trigger to Orange, and a Pac side steps German Omega on his feet, and Pac stands out, kick to the chest, Omega blocks, kick to the face from Pac, and Pac hits the ropes, moves Orange out of the way. He wants Omega hits a kick, Pac goes for a kick of his own, Omega moves, and Orange hits the kick. Then Omega is slow slimy man. is so slow, so good. He turns to Park, who rolls out of the ring. Orange front eyes with the hands in the pocket still. Orange rolls into the ring, and in the end, this was a very great, very big match, 20 plus minute match. I cannot call all the each and every moves that they did, but there was many high spots. It was full of action, and we could say triple threat matches are not kind of you expect like selling or something, because you expect high action, you expect higher drama, you expect excitement, you expect near falls. And that was here there. That's the formula for triple threat or fatal four-way matches. Multi-man matches are like that. And ultimate for the championship and singles matches aren't like that. So that you know, that you should know the difference. And I hope you have, I hope so you know that difference. And in the end we saw he calls he actually Omega actually hits all the bells to Park, all the bells, each and every belt. He calls out Don Callis, and he eats all the bells, the Triple A Mega title, the Impact title, the AEW title as well. And Shavani says, "Have some respect on that title, man." Yeah, that was correct. And Omega wants his final title. Omega sees Pac staring, and Pac is slow to stand. Another huge hit to the head. Then Omega holds up a belt up high. Orange punch. Orange calls for a pin to Omega. And referee was down at the point. I actually missed out that referee was actually gone because as I think so. Park was kind of Park or Orange Cassidy was pinning one of them, not Omega, and Omega actually laid out just beat him on the back that the referee was laid down, and then we saw in the pin that's why saying Orange punch. Orange punch got it. Orange calls for a pin to Omega, and I thought it was it, but it didn't. No, want to know. Omega rolls orange to a crucifix right away into, and 1 2. Wait, it was three. Yes, it was kind of a three. Two fans were saying, but I don't know. I felt like it was a three, but it was a close call. I would say it was a very close call. Orange Bench, he was getting the pin to Omega, but he didn't got it. Just right into that crucifix pin, and he got it. And this was a very hot match. This was a very great match, and very great near falls, the spots as well, and. And some great. There was a point when Orange Cassidy actually asked referee for it's it one, is it three, and this is it two, and that was funny as well. And there were fun moments, and this was a great match. Me calling this match like this would not be just do the justification. You should watch this match because that was fun. This was fun match, and they really did the first triple threat match very good, and I actually liked a very good, and there were no shenanigans that much, I would say. Don Callis pulling the referee was there, but still, I would say that's a kind of a normal thing. But the action wasn't gone. This was as I see, it was a 27-minute match, so it's a pretty long match, I would say. But there was no point that it was bad, because that good it was, and then we saw Tony Schiavone actually announcing again, actually in a big show that he says that new show is coming, Rampage is coming up in August, and the special analyst for that is none other than the world's strongest man, Mark Henry. I didn't expect that, man. Mark Henry is joining AEW. Lots of WWE guys are jumping over to AEW now. So Mark Henry, I don't think so would be wrestling because I don't know. Maybe we could see big shows as Mark Henry. Think about that the matches they had, the two big guys going into it any at any point or something, that would be great. And then we got to the final match, which was a stadium stampede match versus Inner Circle versus the Pinnacle. And into the match we go. MJF actually comes up in a limo. He comes up in a limo. He was also only there in that limo, as I think so. And he says that he's Maxwell Jacob Friedman and is better than all of us. He says so his patented promo, and Jericho's music hits, Inner Circle music, Judas in my mind, and fans were kind of crazy because they had made the crazy entrance as well. They actually was. Flying from that top of the stadium, that TI Bank Stadium logo. From there was kind of with the wheels they were coming down, and they pulled out it very well. I was actually worried about the safety because Jericho had that arm injury and all, but yeah, tricep injury. But they did pull it off very well, and it was good to see that very great entrance. And MJF and Jericho had their own thing going on. Jake Hager and Wardlow has their own thing going on in the place, and then Sammy Guevara and Sean Spears had their own thing going on, and these two tag teams, and FTR and uh, uh, the Santana and Ortiz. At that point was not good for me. The lighting in that bar was not good. I don't know why that was, because after that kind of the sequence, it was good. That was a point which I felt like that they could have done much, but the DJ guy who was there was Conan, and Conan looks so old, man. He's so big right now, and yeah, and they had a very much the Jericho and MJF thing that they were doing. They were both having in the office actually, and that Shahid Khan that kind of cuddle that Jericho was doing, that was funny. And they had and he actually hit the 630, and that was it. This was the finish of this match. So it actually got over in the ring. So then all the inner circle members come and they hug it out, and that was it. This was the match. So I would say the sports and all that were not there. There is some nice cool stuff. I like the Sammy Guevara thing that they were doing. Sammy Guevara and Sean Spears, they were doing great. Hager and Wardlow was ripping each other apart. That was good. But the underwhelming part was Santana and Ortiz and FTR. That was not good. I don't know why. The lighting of that bar, I don't know what it was, but yeah, it was bar. That was not good. They did the same thing that they had last year, the Hangman Adam Page, and I think so. Yeah, who was that? There was one member. Is it Matt Hardy or something? I don't know. They actually cheer it up and drinks, and then they kind of brawl. That was the same thing, the same thing that they played on in this as well. But the lighting and the setup and all was not that great, I would say. So it was a DJ bar, so the lighting was not great. But still, I would say, and they also did that infamous Sammy run that we had last year, because in a cycle were heel right there. So this time he actually Sammy actually draws the that golf that car that that what do you say there for that? Uh, that vehicle. I don't know what they say, the forklift, yeah, forklift. And he was coming with a forklift and chasing Sean Spears, and he hit Sean Spears, and that was a great moment, but not better than Sammy that day. The Sammy moment was more great than this. And we also in the finish, as I say, curb stop on the chair, set up in the corner, Sammy to the top rope, 630 cent on. And a good ending. I expected that Inner Circle would be winning. We didn't see MJF or the whole Pinnacle onto the ring. Inner Circle were only there, and they end the show, celebrates, and that's the end of the show. So this show was very good. I would say very great matches, excellent show top to bottom. The beginning buy-in show was good. The Hangman Adam Page match was good, and then Brian Cage match was good. Casino Battle was surprisingly good because last year we hadn't seen that was good last two times. That was good as well. And Cody versus Ogogo was very good as well. And Hikaru Shida versus Britt Baker was very good. And Miro versus TNT, that was kind of pretty good, I would say, into the level, but not bad, I would say. It was entertaining to watch. It was entertaining to watch the first defense of Miro, and it was good, but not at the level I expected, because these were that was one of the matches that I looked upon. And Stadium Stampede match as well. They closed well, but the Stadium Stampede at the level of last year, I would say last year was better, in my opinion. Tell your opinions as well. How do you like the Stadium Stampede match, and how do you like the did you like the pay-per-view? It was excellent, I would say. But what's the rating for what's a kind of very good, pretty good, excellent? What's your rating for that, for the matches? Please put it out in the comment section below. I want to listen to you guys. What's your thought is? Now you would have been seeing the show, I think so. There would not be anyone who had watched late than me, because I was late. I watched actually pay-per-view in a day, in the same day or so. Like they come out in morning actually for me, and I actually watched that in that day only. But I had some work yesterday, that's why I actually got late. So please check out my review. All other reviews are there, and my playlist is also there in my YouTube section. Please check out, and my Twitter link is in the description above. You can follow there, and you can receive updates when I upload the reviews. So first of all, if you are listening this, please like this video, and put it down in the comment section below what your thoughts of this pay-per-view is. This is an excellent pay-per-view, top to bottom. And it was long, but it didn't felt like long, like kind of very boring or something, or kind of very man, it was long. Not kind of last year's Double or Nothing, because last year's Double or Nothing was kind of 3 hours or something, I think so. But this was 4 hours, close to 356, and it was great, very great, excellent. So I enjoyed it. So put it down in the comment section below your thoughts, and that's it. Be sure to subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, stay safe, be energetic. Peace.